Ke Huy Quan's upcoming horror movie has a premise so baffling that it might just be genius. Ke Huy Quan's next project is a horror movie with a bizarre premise, but it might actually be a genius concept. Ke Huy Quan rose to fame in 1984 when he played Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, followed by the classic adventure comedy The Goonies, released the following year. After a couple of roles in the 1990s, Quan took a long hiatus from acting and focused on working as an assistant director and stunt choreographer, with credits in movies like X-Men and The One. Ke Huy Quan returned to acting in 2021 in the Netflix adventure film Finding Ohana, and the following year, he was cast as Wei-on Wang in the absurdist comedy drama Everything Everywhere All at Once. Quan's performance was praised by critics and general audiences, winning various awards, including the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. After a voice role in Kung Fu Panda 4 and a supporting role in Loki Season 2, Quan starred in the action comedy Love Hurts, and he already has a new project coming up titled Bad Boy, and as bizarre as its premise is, it's actually quite intriguing. Ke Huy Quan's horror movie from a dog's perspective might actually be genius. Ke Huy Quan will star in Bad Boy, directed by Jacob Chase, and it's not the typical horror movie about a serial killer. What's known about Bad Boy so far is that it follows Gary, a terrier who adores his owner, Cameron Quan, from whom he gets his dose of treats and belly rubs. Living with Cameron is great, except he isn't allowed in the basement. As it turns out, Gary has no idea that Cameron is a serial killer. There's a young woman, Lily Reinhardt, in the basement, and Gary might be her only chance to survive. While there have been movies told from a dog's perspective, these are usually comedies or dramas, and Bad Boy is staying away from that and going full-on horror. Bad Boy, then, is told from Gary's perspective, as he discovers Cameron's secret and horrifying actions. While there have been movies told from a dog's perspective, these are usually comedies or dramas, and Bad Boy is staying away from that and going full-on horror. It surely is a strange concept, but it might actually be a genius and very creative idea. The premise of Bad Boy establishes Gary's natural innocence and complete unawareness of what his owner, who is loving and caring to him, does to other people. Through Gary's perspective, the audience can see Cameron through his dog's loving eyes and witness him turning into a dangerous figure, which ultimately is his true self. This can allow Bad Boy to get into a different level of psychological horror not seen often in the genre, but that has been used recently in movies like Wolfman and Presence, with an unlikely main character and hero that everyone will root for. A horror movie where Ke Huy Quan plays a serial killer makes Bad Boy even more unusual. In addition to the strange but creative premise of Bad Boy, it's an intriguing and exciting project thanks to Ke Huy Quan's character. Quan's natural charm has given him characters who are equally charming, innocent-looking, and often relatable, but none of them have been horror roles or serial killers. Quan has shown his skills as an action actor, most notably in Everything Everywhere All at Once and Love Hurts, but in more heroic roles and not as the villain to defeat. Everything about Bad Boy so far is quite unusual, including Lily Reinhardt's character as Cameron's current victim, but these strange elements are what could lead to its success. Of course, it will also depend on how it approaches telling a story from a dog's perspective, as there can be a fine line between absurd and comedic, and suspenseful and terrifying.